Hello, dear test takers. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to deal with the use of the definite article the part 1. I hope that this grammatical aspect will surely help you deal successfully with the questions based on it in all your competitive examinations. If you are interested in this topic, please stick around till the end. Now let's get into the video. Use of the definite article. Use of the definite article. Definite article is the, right? This is part 1. And let me tell you one important thing. There are as many as 80 or 85 rules under the use of the definite article. And all these rules have been divided into 4 equal parts. And part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, like that. Please watch all of them so that you can have a very good idea about the use of the definite article, so that you can answer all the questions pertaining to this topic in your competitive examinations. Okay, and now let's get into the video. Definite article the, and you know very well, articles are 3 number, all of you know very well, a, an and the. And a and an are called indefinite articles because they do not show a person or a place or a thing definitely. Therefore, they are called indefinite articles, right? Here, this the is called the definite article because it shows a person or a place or a thing definitely. Definitely means particularly. So the shows a person or a place or thing definitely. A and an do not show a person or a place or a thing definitely. They just show them only indefinitely. So this basic idea, please keep this basic idea in your mind. And now let us get into the video. What is that? Before a particular person, place or thing. So dear test takers or dear candidates, to talk about a particular person, to talk about a particular place, to talk about a particular thing, you have to use the definite article. Suppose, for example, you are a teacher. You are, you can say, in the class, you are teaching your students. In the meanwhile, the headmaster of the school has come to you, and now automatically you say, "What do you want, sir?" You ask him, and then the headmaster says, "I want a boy." What is he saying? I want a boy, because in your class there are as many as 30 or 35 students. Okay, now the headmaster says, I want a boy. Now what do you say then? Then immediately after that, what do you say? You say, which boy you want, sir? Which boy do you want, sir? You question. Then the headmaster says, I want the red shirt boy, or the blue shirt boy, or the pink shirt boy, something like that. He will point out and say, I want the boy. See the difference? I want a boy, I want the boy. There's a lot of difference. I want a boy means, what does the teacher do? He will ask anybody who is not interested in the class, can go out. Okay? And immediately some boy who is not interested in the class will go out. Sir, I'll go out, and he will go out. But here, this headmaster is very particular about the boy. And that's why he say, I want the boy. I want the boy means only that particular boy and not others. That is the meaning. So here, look at this example. Please switch on the corner light. You are asking him to switch on the corner light. The corner light, not this light or that light, but the corner light only. You are mentioning it particularly. This is showing this light particularly. And you are asking your friend, hey, will you please give me the reading pen? Because he has got the reading pen and the blue pen. 2 pens are there, the reading and the blue ink. So you are asking him to give you what? The reading pen. So will you please give me the reading pen? Will you please give me the reading pen? Reading pen. Okay, you are making it particular. You are talking about the particular pen. If you can say, give me a pen means he might give you either a reading pen or a blue ink pen. Okay, he has got 2 pens. red ink and blue ink. And if you ask him, please give me a pen, will you please give me a pen, means then he will give you either a red ink pen or a blue ink pen. But here you are particularly talking about that pen. And what are you saying? You are particular about that pen. You are saying, will you please give me the red ink pen? The red ink pen means that particular red ink pen only, and not that blue one or any other pen. You want only the particular one. So when you talk about the particular person or particular place or thing, so you have to use the definite article. So here one example for the persons I would like to give you. Yes, the doctor, or let me say, the boy who stood top of the class got a gold medal. Look at this example. The boy. What is this the doing? It is showing this boy particularly. The boy. Which boy? Who stood top of the class. Who stood top of. This is the description of this boy. And therefore he has become a particular boy. Not any Tom, Dick and Harry. But here he is a particular boy. The boy who stood top of the class got a gold medal. Only that boy who stood top of the class got a gold medal. So like that. Yes. What is that? Then somebody has come to you and say, hey, where is your mother? My mother is in the kitchen. In the kitchen. My mother is in the kitchen. In the kitchen. Kitchen is particular. In the courtyard, in the backyard, in the backyard. Where is your mother? My mother is in the backyard. In the backyard means in a backyard you cannot say. In the, because it's only one and it's particular. Have you seen my friend Ramu? Yes, I have seen him, okay, in the corner of the street. In the corner of the street. I have seen him in the corner of the street. In the corner. In a corner of the street. It's not that. In the corner. Where is the old man taking rest? Under the bridge. Under the bridge. Under the bridge. He is taking rest under the bridge. So the bridge. You cannot say under a bridge. No. He is taking a rest under a particular bridge. That's when I say the bridge. Under the bridge. So here in this way, to talk about a particular person, particular place, particular thing, we have to use, what is that? The definite article. Are you following me? Now let's go to the next important rule. Before that, I would like to give you the questions that are likely to be given in the examination. So under each rule, I am trying to give you the likely questions in the examination. Likely questions of the examination. What is that? The police officer visited a place of murder. See here, murder took place at some place. So when it takes place, that becomes a particular place, not a place. The police officer visited, therefore, the place of murder. You cannot say it took place at what is that? At a place of he visited at a place of murder. No, the place of murder. The police officer visited the place of murder. The place of murder means that particular place. After the murder has taken place, that place becomes the particular one. That's why the place of murder, right? And here, what is that? It is that, and you go to the next one. Let us go to a park. See, when you are going means automatically that must be a particular park. That's why you have to say the. Let us go to the park. Okay, the park, right? And then comes call a man waiting outside. Somebody is waiting outside at the gate. What are you saying, sir? Call a man. You cannot say because there is only one man. You are saying you are showing that man particularly and saying call the man waiting outside. Only one man is waiting outside. Particular man is waiting outside for you, and you call the man waiting outside. So here you cannot say call a man, because if you say call a man means call one man. That is the meaning. Call the man. That is the right one. A boy who sang well got the first prize. A boy who sang. A boy means one boy who sang well. When that is not the right thing, because after singing a song, that boy becomes a particular boy. Therefore, that becomes the boy. The boy who sang well got the first prize. So in all these examples, what you have understood is that to talk about a particular person, a particular place or a particular thing, we must use the definite article. So this is what you have learned now. Now you go to the next rule. And here see, before a singular noun, to make it represent its whole class. This is also an important rule from a competitive examination point of view. And here's before a singular noun, to make it represent its whole class. For example, yes, the cow is a useful animal. The cow is a useful animal. Here you see, the cow means, here in the first rule we have learned the means particular. The actually means particular, but here that meaning is not applicable, because the cow means not that particular cow is a, you cannot take that meaning from this the cow. If you take that meaning, it becomes ridiculous. The meaning becomes ridiculous. You see, the cow is a useful animal means, suppose you have taken the meaning that particular cow is a useful animal. That means, what about other cows? Is this not useful? Is this cow not useful? Is that cow not useful? What about all other cows? So that does not mean so here. That's why here the cow means not that particular cow, but here the cow means all cows. All cows are useful animals. Okay, and here you see that what is that? The horse is a noble animal. The horse is a noble animal. The horse means what? All horses. What is that? The banyan is a kind of fig tree. The banyan is a kind of fig tree. The banyan means not particular banyan is a fig tree, but all banyan trees are fig trees. Okay, the banyan, that means all banyan. All banyans are fig trees. So in this way, what is that? Before a singular noun, if you use the definite article, what does this "the" do? This definite article represents its whole class. Here these representing its whole class. These representing its whole class. So to represent, it represents its whole class, and then it conveys the meaning as all cows, all horses, all banyans, something like that. Yes, like, for example, one more example here I would like to give you. Yes, the book is a good companion of man. A good companion. A good companion of man. The book means not that particular book or this particular book, but here it means what is that? All books. Okay, that is the meaning, because these representing its whole class. That is why this meaning is conveyed through these, right? The book means all books, right? And in this way it is there. And let us go and see the questions that are likely to be given in the examination. In an igloo, Eskimo means here one who lives at the polar regions. Okay, so he's called an Eskimo. Here Eskimo lives in an igloo means, here it is wrong, because the Eskimo means this "the" represents his whole class, and that's why it means all Eskimos. That is the meaning it conveys. So the Eskimo lives in an igloo means all Eskimos will live in an igloo. It is there. And here lion is the king of the forest. Here lion means what? Not lion, the lion. The lion means all lions. Okay. And here parrot can repeat what you say. Here what is that now? The parrot. The parrot means all parrots. All parrots. Okay. Similarly, cat loves comfort. Cat means what is that? The cat. The cat means all cats, not one cat. Okay, not particular cat. All cats love. In this way, this from this rule you have learned that when before a singular noun, if you use the definite article, this definite article represents the whole class of that particular noun. So here these representing the whole class of this Eskimo. The here no, it is representing the whole class of the lion. These representing the whole class of the okay, represent the whole class of the parrot. The cat is, no, here it is representing the whole class of the cats. Okay, in this way it is representing. Okay, now let's go to the next rule. Before the already mentioned persons, places, sentence. This is an important rule. Yes, because already mentioned persons. That means, once you mention a person, you use either a or an according to the you can say sound system of that word. But if you use the same word again in the next sentence, you must use the definite article. That is why you remember the story told to you by your grandparents. What is that? Once upon a time there lived a king. They said, first of all they said once upon a time there lived what is that? A king. Then when you mention the same king again, what do you say? The king had. What you say? A king. Then you say the king. First of all, you mention a king. Once upon a time, there lived a king. And then next you say, the king had 7 sons. Something like that. So therefore, before that's why, here this king is called already mentioned person. Already mentioned place, already mentioned play a thing like that. So that's why the rule is before the already mentioned persons, places, things, we must use the definite article. How? Here you see that, what is that? For example, I see I saw a beggar on the road. I saw a beggar on the road. A beggar. When you mention some person or place or thing for the first time, you must use either a or an according to the sound system of that particular word, because it is beginning with the consonant sound. You have used a. Okay, sorry. So when you mention the same beggar in the next sentence, you must use say the beggar had no eyes. The beggar had no eyes. The beggar means the one mentioned in the earlier sentence. That is the beggar mentioned in the earlier sentence, in the first sentence. So the beggar. What is it? It is referring back to this beggar. Okay, it is referring back to this beggar, and that's why I said the beggar. This one is only that one. Not this is separated. That suppose you have used it here a beggar. What is the meaning of this? I saw a beggar on the road. One sentence. A beggar had no eyes. Then what happens? Do you think this is the same beggar as this one? No, because a beggar is separate. This a beggar is separate. Two beggars are here. This is different from this one. This is different from this one. There are two separate beggars. There are two separate beggars. So here, if you want to mention this beggar is this beggar, you must say the here. After mentioning it for the first time, what should you say, sir? You must use the beggar. The one mentioned in the earlier sentence. That is the meaning. So one more example. There is a fan in our classroom. There is a fan in our classroom. There is a fan in our classroom. One example. One fan is there in our classroom. If you want to mention the same fan again in the second sentence, what must you say? The fan is out of order. The fan is out of order. The fan. The fan means the fan. What is this da saying? Da says this is the fan that is mentioned in the earlier sentence. There took place an accident in the outskirts. There took place an accident in the outskirts. And now, if you want to mention the same accident, what should you say? The accident is under police investigation. The accident is under police investigation. The accident. So in this way, It is like that. Now let's go very quickly to the examination sentences. Okay, there is a small. This is a small village, and you see a village is free from coronavirus. If you say it like this, this village becomes separate and this village becomes separate. If you want to say the same village as this is the same village mentioned in this earlier sentence, then you must use the before that. Therefore, you must say this is a small village. The village is free from coronavirus. And next, there was an old mango tree in the garden. A tree was cut down. This is a mango tree. If you say like this, what this mango tree is separate, and this tree cut down was also the tree cut down was also separate. This tree is separate, that tree is separate. But if you want to say this tree is the same as this one, you must say what is that? You must use the definite article. You must say the tree. Okay, there was an old mango tree. Now we are talking about the same tree. That's why now, what is this doing? This is referring back to this tree. It says this is tree is the one mentioned in the earlier sentence, right? I saw a beggar in the park. A beggar has no eyes. I saw a beggar. First you say a beggar. Then this beggar will be separate, this beggar will be separate. But if you want to say this beggar is the same as this one, I saw a beggar in the park. The beggar has no eyes. This is what you have to say. Now go to the of oceans. Oceans means Pacific. So simple. Oceans means Pacific. Pacific is an ocean. Atlantic is an ocean. Indian Ocean is an ocean. These are all oceans. Before the names of oceans, we must use the definite article. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, right? And now let us see the questions that are likely to be given on this rule in the examination. Pacific is the deepest ocean. Wrong sentence is given like this. Okay, some guess imaginary things I'm giving. The Pacific is the deepest ocean. You have to say. They drop this definite article before the names of the oceans in the examination. Deliberately they do it, and you have to identify that part in which there is mistake. So you have to identify that part. So the Pacific is the deepest ocean, and then comes what is that? The Maldives are in Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is an ocean. Therefore, before that you must use the definite article before that. The Bermuda Triangle is in Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is an ocean. Before the name of an ocean, you must use the definite article, and therefore the Atlantic. Very simple. These are all very simple rules are there. And before the names of seas. What are the names of seas? Seas are, what is that? For example, the Black Sea. What is that? Red Sea. Okay, okay, okay. Baltic Sea. There are so many seas. The Mediterranean Sea. Okay, the Bay of Bengal is also a sea. Okay, so the Black Sea, the Red Sea, the Baltic Sea. So these are all. What is that? Sorry, the right before the names of seas, we have to use the definite article. And now they safely crossed the Red Sea. Red Sea is a sea. Therefore, before the names of seas, we must use the definite article. So here it is used. And then come the Russian ship sank in Black Sea. In Black Sea, what should you say? In the Black Sea. Similarly, Mediterranean Sea. It is the name of a sea. Before the what does the rule say? The rule says before the names of seas, we must use the definite article. So here the Mediterranean Sea. So in this way, see, that is that, right? Over. Before the names of rivers. Rivers, what are the names of? Penna is a river. Ganges is a river. Krishna is a river. These are all names of rivers. You have to say the Penna, the Ganges, the Krishna, the Godavari. So before all of them, before all the names of rivers, we must use the definite article. So Godavari takes its birth in the Western Ghat. Godavari takes its birth. So here Godavari is the name of a river. Okay, you have to use therefore the before that. The Godavari takes its birth in the Western Ghats. And here Nile is the longest river. Nile is the name of the river. So you have to use the definite article before that. And here Ganga is a sacred river. Ganga is the name of a river. Therefore, you have to use the definite article before that. So in this way, you have to use the definite article before the names of rivers. So next one, before the names of canals. Canals means man-made. Okay, man makes canals. Okay, for example, Nangal Canal is there, man-made canal. Buckingham Canal, and what is it? Sri Salem Left Bank Canal is there. Right Canal. All many canals are there in our country in India. So before all the names of canals, we must use. Okay, Nangal Canal, Nangal, the Nangal Canal. What is that? The SLBC. Of course, it is named after somebody else. Then SLB, Sri Shailam Left Bank Canal, the Buckingham Canal, so like that. Okay, the Panama Canal, international, the Suez Canal. There are so many canals, they're all man-made. So before them, we must use the definite article. An ever given ship was stuck in Suez Canal. Very recently, the ever given ship was stuck in Suez Canal. Suez Canal, therefore, the Suez Canal. And then comes Buckingham Canal flows through coastal Andhra. Buckingham Canal, but before that, there is no the definite article. Therefore, it's a mistake. And now we said the Buckingham Canal. So, not using the definite article before the names of oceans, rivers, before the names of seas, canals is a mistake. In the examination, they don't use the definite article before them, and you have to use that article. And or you have to say it is a wrong part. So here is a Buckingham Canal is a wrong part. Okay, and this is a wrong part. For example, in the examination, is like A part, B part, C part. So he has a part has mistake, something like that. And the right answer is what is that? The Buckingham Canal. And here Indira Gandhi Canal is the longest canal in India. Okay, Indira Canal, but here D is missing in this sentence. Therefore, you have to use the Indira Gandhi Canal. It's like that. Before the names of channels. Dear test takers, channel means God made one. God made one is called a channel. So channel is, as far as my knowledge is concerned, there is only one channel, I think, that is none other than the English Channel. So the ship crossed English Channel. It is, God made. It's God made in the sense it is natural. Okay, man-made ones are called canals. God-made ones are called channels. Okay, and here English Channel. So the ship crossed the English Channel. It is like that. Okay. Before the names of deserts, all of you know very well. There are so many deserts. You know the names of so many deserts. Before the names of deserts, we must use the definite article. Keep this point in mind. And now Dhar is there. The Dhar desert. Sahara is. Kalahari is there. Kalahari. The Kalahari desert. These are all the Dhar desert, the Sahara desert, the Kalahari desert like. And here you pay attention. Seba Oasis is in the middle of Sahara desert. Sahara desert is there. So you have to say the Sahara desert. So you see that we are in the Sahara desert. See, Sahara desert, simply saying Sahara desert is a mistake. But you have to say the Sahara desert. And next, Thar is the world's 20th largest desert. So Thar, all right. And you have to say the Thar is the world's 20th largest desert, right? And the Kalahari desert is in South Africa. Okay, the Kalahari desert. So in this way, before the names of deserts, you must use the definite article, right? Before the names of groups of islands. Groups of islands means there must be a group of islands, and all those islands must have some name. Okay, there must be something like this. All these names. For example, what is that? See here, something like that. India. So here at this, this is Sri Lanka, and here you can find some islands like this. All these islands have one name, that is the Andamans. And here in what is that, uh, in the Indian Ocean also there are some islands, and here very near to Goa, there are some islands. They are called Lakshadweep or something like that. So many islands are there. If you go like this, here you find British islands, and famous cricketers will come from you can say some group of islands. What is that? West Indies, West Indies. Okay, like that. So before the names of groups of islands, before the names of groups of islands, we must use the definite article. So here, now let us get the names. Andamans. Andamans, you have to say the Andamans. Philippines, the Philippines. West Indies, the West Indies. These are all the names of groups of islands. The culprit was sent to Andamans. To Andamans is a mistake. You think it is correct. Your friend says, it is completely 100% right sentence. But there is a mistake. What is it? The Andamans is a group, name of a group of islands. Name of a group of islands. And before that, what is that? The must be used. What is that? To the Andamans. And similarly, can you show me Philippines in the map? Philippines is also a group of islands. Okay, you have to say the Philippines. And then comes Vivian Richards, never lost a test series as captain of West Indies. West Indies is what is that? Is the name of a group of islands. That's why you have to use the definite article, the West Indies. So in this way, before the names of groups of islands, okay, we must use the definite article. No article should be used before the name of a single island. Remember, only we should use the definite article before the names of islands, a group of islands having one name. You have to use the definite. But before the name of one single island, you should not use any island. For example, Sri Lanka is there. It's a single island. It's the name of a single island. The Sri Lanka. No, wrong. Similarly, Elba is there. Elba is a small island, single island. So the Elba. No. Sumatra is there. No. New Zealand. Before all of them, we should not use any article. See, the Elba is, what is that? A small island, the Elba. Wrong. Elba. Elba is a small island. And the Sumatra is the sixth largest island in the world. Okay. Sumatra is that. The Australia is the largest island in the world. Okay, Australia. Don't use the before them. Okay, it's a mistake. Before the names of mountain ranges. Dear test takers, before the names of mountain ranges, what is that? Mountain ranges must be like this. In a line, in a line. They must be in a line and they must have a name. Before that name we have to use. That's called a mountain range. Range means line. Before that, we must use the definite article. For example, there are so many mountain ranges in our country. Satpuras, Aravalis, okay, Vindhya mountains, Himalayas. So these are all the mountain ranges. If you go to Europe, you find the Alps. If you go to North America, the Andes. South America, the Rocky. Something like that. There are so many mountain ranges. So before all of them, we must use the definite article. Indira Gandhi's ashes were dropped on Himalayas. You might think this sentence is right. Of course, I have uh, written the mistake in the red color. That's why you may be able to identify the mistake. The mistake part is in the red color. That's why you may be able to identify it. Otherwise, you may not be able to identify it. But in the examination, most of the students feel it difficult to identify the mistake. Here, Indira Gandhi's ashes were dropped on Himalaya. So here, what should you say, sir? On the Himalayas, because Himalayas is a mountain range. Before that, we must use the definite article. Right. And then comes Vindhya mountains divide India naturally into two parts. Vindhya. It's a mountain range. Therefore, what should we use? The Vindhya mountains. So similarly, Alps separate France and Italy. Alps, it's also a mountain range. What should we use? The Alps. Okay. So here I would like to tell you one important thing, because every time I'm saying the and the, so you have to understand one important thing. Here I tell you one thing and let you go. One thing. What is that? For example, the is there. See, this is the phonetic transcription. Da. You have to say da before a consonantal sound. You have to say da before a consonantal sound. The Himalayas, the Vindhya mountains. But when before a, you have to say the before a vowel sound. The Alps, the. Alps is beginning with a vowel sound. That's why you have to say the Alps. So the before a consonantal sound, the before a vowel sound. But remember one thing, most of the well-known speakers are ignoring this rule, of course. Don't bother about this rule. This kind of usage will come to you only through practice. Using the before a consonant sound, the before a vowel sound. This comes to you only through practice. Okay, even if you don't, you can say pronounce the, you can say the before a consonant sound the and a vowel sound da. It doesn't make a big difference, but what I'm the rule position I'm telling you here. Okay, but if you can say that the is used before a consonant sound, the is with a before a vowel sound. Right, keep this point in mind and let's go to the next one. What is that? No article should be used before the names of single mountains and peaks. So single mountains and peaks. For example, Everest is there. It's a small single mountain or peak. Before that, we should not use any article. Okay, and then comes what is that? We should not use what is Kanchanaganga. No, South Call is there. Another South Call. Near this Everest, there is a mountain called South Call. It's a single mountain. It's the name of a single mountain. Okay, South Call. So before the names of single mountains, Mount Abu is there. You cannot say the Mount Abu. Before the names of single mountains, you should not use any article. Everest is the highest peak in the world, highest mountain peak in the world. Sentences, the sentence that is likely to be given in the examination. This kind of question may be given in the examination. The Everest is sometimes they say. It's a single mountain, therefore you should not use Everest. The Mount Blanc is the second highest mountain peak in the world. Now, Mount Blanc. The Kanchanaganga is the third highest mountain peak. So if you know the rule thoroughly well, you can easily identify the error if at all it is given in the error part. Before the names of, before the names of countries which are prefixed by United or Republic. Okay, United States of America. You have said the UK, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates. The Republic is also there. Republic of China. The Republic of India. Republic of Congo. So names beginning with uh, United, names of countries prefixed by United or Republic, we must use the definite article. Okay, and let people go to UAE for their livelihood. Many people go to UAE, United Arab Emirates. You have to say to the UAE. Lenovo laptop is made in Republic of China. You cannot say Republic, in the Republic of China. Similarly, in the United Kingdom, my sister lives in United Kingdom. You have to say in the United Kingdom. Hello, dear test takers. Now let's go to the next video. Before the plural names of countries. So we must use the before the plural names of countries also. there are a few plural names of countries. For examples, famous Netherlands is there. Netherlands is a plural name of country. Okay, before that we must use, oh sorry, we must use the. Similarly, West Indies, though it is a group of islands, it's a plural name of country. West Indies, the West Indies. Similarly, Philippines, plural names of countries. So before them we have to use people in Philippines. People in Philippines are very hard work. In Philippines, you should not say. It has got two rules, It's a group of, it's the name of a group of islands. Therefore, you must use the before that. It is the name of a plural country. Therefore, you must use the definite article. So in both ways, you have to use the definite article before that, right? So therefore, you have to say in the Philippines, like that. The International Court of Justice is situated in Netherlands. Netherlands is always a plural name of country. Okay, so we must use the definite article before that, the Netherlands. And Nicholas Puran is currently playing for West Indies. You know Nicholas Puran. If you are uh, a cricket lover, if you are cricket lovers, you know the name of this person. Nicholas Puran is currently playing for West Indies. Don't say for West Indies, for the West Indies. West Indies is a plural name of country, and it is also a, what is it, a name of group of islands. Okay, a name of group of islands. So before the name of a group of islands, before the name of a group of islands, we must use the definite article. So it's there in that way. Before the names of religious books, Bible is there. It's a religious book. Okay, Quran, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana. These are all the names of religious books. We must use the definite article before them. The Ramayana, the Bible, the Quran, the Gita, something like that. Ramayana was written by Valmiki. Ramayana is a religious book. Before that, there is no definite article. Therefore, it's a mistake. What should he do? The Ramayana was written by Valmiki. So similarly, she reads Bible every day. Bible is a religious book, therefore the Bible. Vedas were composed in Vedic Sanskrit. The Vedas are also taken under religious books. So one note is there. What is that? Important note. We don't use the before these books when preceded by the writer's name. Suppose writer's name is there before that book, then we should not use. Only if it is if there is the name of the book all alone, then you can use the definite article. If there is the writer's name before that book, then you should not use. For example, Valmiki Ramayana. Writer's name is there. Ramayana. No writer's name. Then you have to da here. Okay. But here da is not okay. Valmiki Ramayana, because it is preceded by the name of, by the writer's name. No article is required. It is not preceded by the writer's name. Therefore, you have used. Okay. Remember this example. And the scene in the serial was based on the Kamban Ramayana. Kamba Ramayana. Kamban also wrote in Tamil Ramayana. He wrote Ramayana in Tamil also. In Tamil. Kamban, Kamban was a Tamil poet. So that's called Kamba Ramayana. So Ramayana is preceded by the writer's name. Therefore, we should not use. Right? And then comes the Vyasa Maharshi's Mahabharata is an epic. Mahabharata is a religious book. Is the name of religious book. Before that, the writer's name is there. Before that, no need to use it. Have you read the Valmiki Ramayana? Ramayana is a religious. Before that, writer's name is there. No need. Before the names of popular books. Popular books means what is that? Tagore's Geetanjali is there. Midnight's Children of Salman Rushdie. Okay, and the Rivals. Okay, Paradise Lost. These are all popular books, Before them, we must use the Rivals. Not using the definite article before these popular names of books is a mistake. Geetanjali, a book of poem by Rabindranath Tagore. Geetanjali is the name of a book. Before that, D is not there. Therefore, the Geetanjali, a book of poem by Rabindranath Tagore. Adventures of Huckleberry by Mark Twain is a tale of a rebel boy. A tale of rebel boy. A tale of a rebel boy. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. This is the name of the book. Before that, therefore, you have to say the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Salman Rushdie wrote Midnight Children. Say the Midnight Children. But we don't use the before the books when preceded by the writer's name. So before the writer's name, before the book, if there is the writer's name, we should not use any article. For example, what is that? Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children. Midnight Children is the name of the book. Before that, writer's name is there. Then you should not use any article. Paradise Lost book. Milton is a writer. The Milton's Paradise Lost. No. So in this way, before the popular names of books, if the writer's name is there, we should not use any article before that. Have you read the Salman Rushdie's Midnight Children? Have you read Salman Rushdie? Because Midnight Children, writer's name. The Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter is very interesting. The Nathaniel Hawthorne. Of course, this is a typographical mistake. I love to read the Milton's Paradise Lost. Okay. 15th one before then is a popular newspapers. Hindustan Times, Hindu, Times of India. Before the names of these popular newspapers, we must use the definite article. Okay, before the names of popular newspapers, we must use the Hindustan Times, the Hindu, the Times of India. Every day I read Hindu. The Hindu. You read what? Hindu, a newspaper. The Hindu. The obituary notice was given in Times of India. No, in the Times of India. The tender notice was given in Hindustan Times. In the Hindustan Times. Now we can understand the rule. The is dropped. A note is there when a possessive adjective precedes the name of the newspaper. Before the name of the newspaper, if there is a possessive, you can say word, possessive adjective, then you must drop the. Okay, what is that? The news has been published in today's possessive. Today's Times of India. It's a possessive case. Okay, Mohan. Name. Mohan's bike. Whose bike is it? It's Mohan's bike. Possessive case. Apostrophe S makes possessive case. Okay. And therefore, here what is that now? In today's Times of India. Okay. And then in yesterday's Hindustan Times. Okay. And something. In tomorrow's Deccan Chronicle. Okay. It's there. The note. Please keep these things in our mind. Leading magazines. Week is there. It's a leading magazine, The Week. India Today. It's a leading magazine. Okay. Frontline, leading magazine. The Week, the India Today, the Frontline. Okay. Okay. There's so many hundreds of magazines are there. India Today is an India's leading weekly magazine. Leading is a magazine, India Today. Therefore, the India Today you have to say. Outlook it is an India's leading weekly news magazine. The Outlook. Frontline is a current affairs magazine. The Frontline. Before the names of things that are only once of their kind. This is a very important rule from the examination point of view. The things that are only once of their kind. There are certain things in this world, in this universe, that are only once of their kind. For example, sun is there. Of course, you can say scientists say there are others in other solar systems are there. We have only one solar system and 8 planets and all that. But here, some scientists say there are many solar systems are there in the universe, and all the solar systems have uh, the sun as their head. Okay, we have not seen that, we have not known that. But here we have only one, the sun. We have to say the sun because it is only one of its kind. You cannot say a sun. A sun, a sun means one sun. A sun is rising means, do you think that is another sun? A sun rising means another sun must be here and there, somewhere around here. Okay. Is there any other sun? No, only one sun is there. That's why you must say the sun. Moon is also only one of its kind, the moon. All planets, Earth, only one of its kind, the Earth. The Neptune, the Pluto, the Uranus, the Jupiter, all. East, only one of its kind. West, one of its kind. Fire, one of its kind, the fire. Air, one of its kind. World, one of its kind. Universe. We have no two universes, only one. So before all of them, there are only ones of their kind. Before all of them, we must use the definite article. The sun rises in the east. You cannot say sun rises in the east. Therefore, because sun is only one of its kind, therefore you must say the sun. Millions of stars can be seen in sky. Sky is also only one of its kind. There are no two skies or three skies or four skies. Only one sky, one of its kind. Therefore, we have to say in the sky. You cannot say in a sky. In a sky means in one sky. One sky means there must be two, three skies must be. There must be two, three skies. Okay. Do we have two, three skies? No, only one sky is there. So that's why in the sky is a must. Earth revolves around the sun. There are more than 3,000 languages in world. No, in the world. Before a proper noun, when it's qualified by an adjective or defining adjective. Okay, we must use that. Before a proper noun, when it's qualified by an adjective or a defining adjective or clause. For example, yes, what is that? Ashoka the Great. Ashoka the Great. So here, you are describing this qualifying. We have to Ashoka the Great. Okay, I'll give you some examples here. Shakespeare is being described by immortal. Immortal Shakespeare wrote many dramas. So that's why what should you say? The immortal Shakespeare. Well-known Mr. Bill Gates. Bill Gates, this is a proper noun. But it is being described by this well-known adjective. Well-known Mr. Bill Gates. Well-known Mr. Bill Gates. So, the well-known Mr. Bill Gates. Notorious alibi. Alibi is a proper noun. But before that, there is an adjective, qualifying word. So you have to say the notorious alibi. So this rule is very important. Before a proper noun, if an adjective is used or a qualifying, you can say, title is used, you should not, you should use what is, you must use the definite article before that. The 18th rule. And now the last but one rule is there before the superlatives. Superlatives means best is a superlative, strongest superlative, cleverest superlative, weakest superlative, so most superlative. So you have to use the definite article, the best, the strongest, the cleverest, the weakest, the most before all of that. Not using the definite article before a superlative adjective is a mistake. A darkest cloud has a silver line. Darkest superlative adjective. All superlative adjectives generally end in est and some begin with most. Okay, right. A darkest, don't say darkest, the darkest cloud. Similarly, this is a best book on spoken English. Don't say a best, this is the best book. Okay, she was a bravest woman. Don't say this a bravest, because the bravest. Before the ordinals, last rule. Dear test takers, I am not feeling well. I am feeling from some viral infection. I am feeling very, very weak. Even then, for you, I am making this video. Please watch it carefully. And if you have any problem, mention it in the comment section, comment box. And here, this last rule is their ordinals. There are two kinds of numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4. They are called cardinals. Two kinds of numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, like that. And here one second kind of numbers are the first, second, third. They are called ordinals. Two types of numbers: cardinals, ordinals. And remember, we must use the before the ordinals. You cannot say he passed in first class. You have to say in the first, the second, okay, the 10th, okay, the 100th. These are all what is that ordinals. Before the ordinals, we must use the definite article. He was a first boy to arrive at school. First is an ordinal. Therefore, you should not say a, but the first. The umpire was a last man to leave the playground. Don't say a last man. Last is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, last. Yes, all are ordinals, the last. Okay, and second and fourth chapters are very important. Okay, you have to say the second and fourth chapter. Some people say first chapter is important. Don't say first chapter. The first chapter is important. Grammatically speaking, you have to the first chapter. Dear test takers, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really not feeling well. I'm suffering from viral fever. Though I am very weak, I am not able to stand here. Moreover, I'm a senior citizen. Okay, now I'm unable to stand here. Even then, I have tried my best. I have remembered you all. I have tried my best to stand here. I have taught all these rules. Okay, and please watch this video and consider subscribing to my channel. And if necessary, if possible, please share it with your near and dear ones. Thank you so much for watching it now. Bye.